LTV's Action Sports is brought to you in part through the generous support of these Leominster sponsors. By MP Crowley Company Incorporated, www.mpcrowleyinc.com.
Good evening, America, and all the ships at sea. We welcome you to historic Doyle Field here in Leominster, Massachusetts. Alongside my partner, Alex Valdez, my name is Nick Duant. Tonight, Leominster at 1-0 hosts the 1-0 visiting Red Scarlet Hawks of Milford. Milford defeated Westfield last week, 29-0. Leominster, as you well remember, defeated St. John's last week, 38-0. Captains are out there for the coin toss. Alex, what are we thinking for this one tonight?
It's going to be a good offensive battle, definitely. Both teams showcased good offenses last week and also great defense as well, keeping their opponents to 0, which is no easy feat, especially in a league like this. So it's definitely going to be a great offensive battle, but I can't wait to see what the defenses do to hopefully keep each other on track. To keep each other kind of just playing it down. Sorry for that.
All good. Milford, I believe, has won the toss. They have elected to receive. Last week, Osiris Lopez passed for 250 yards through 3 touchdowns, ran for 74. All-around player, can do what he can do.
Yeah, he basically was the entire offense. I'm really interested to see how the Scarlet Hawks try to contain someone like him. But then you contain him, he'll still throw the ball, especially to his number 1 target, Ryan Ricker, who I believe caught 2 touchdowns last week.
That is correct, and Ricker even had 2 interceptions. We're going to pause now for the national anthems.
This past summer, Leominster lost a true legend, Pat LaPointe. Pat is a 1967 graduate of Leominster High and dedicated his life to his family. Many in attendance this evening, as well as the city of Leominster. Pat served as the city's DPW director for 22 distinguished years, retiring in 2013. After his retirement, Pat became the Doyle Field coordinator, scheduling events and overseeing the operation of this beautiful facility, which he helped restore, overseeing the installation of the turf, the tunnel, the stands, and the buildings you see here today as part of the Doyle Field Commission and Doyle Field Foundation. Pat loved this place, as do I. On a personal note, I became friends with Pat 15 years ago. We saw this guy up near the flagpole every day during the turf installation, taking pictures. He invited me down to the field, and a close friendship ensued. Pat is also a member of the Leominster Football Hall of Fame since 2010. He's also a member of the Leominster Rotary Club and was named Leominster Citizen of the Year in the year 2000, as well as being an avid golfer. Pat is truly missed. We thank him for his dedication to the city, Doyle Field, and his family. He is sorely missed. We respectfully ask to please join me in a moment of silence for our friend, Pat LaPointe. Thank you. All rise as the Leominster Marching Band honors the life and legacy of Pat with their rendition of Taps. The band is conducted by Director Robert Bergeron. Please remain standing for the Star Spangled Banner sung tonight by the Leominster High School Chorus under the direction of Arthur Pierce. Leominster High School Chorus, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck to both teams.
Welcome back. Game time temperature about 66 degrees. Should be a pleasant night. Good night for hitting weather. Isn't that right, Alex?
Perfect night for throwing, perfect night for hitting. Just perfect football night overall, honestly.
Absolutely. As mentioned before, Milford won the coin toss. They will receive the first half kickoff. Leominster will receive the second half kickoff. So we'll get to see that Milford offense led by quarterback Vincent Lesorbo. Apologies to Mom and Dad if you are listening, if I pronounce his name wrong. But
it happens.
It happens.
I'm sure someone will correct us back here.
Probably. Leominster ready to kick off. There are two to receive for Milford. The kick is up and we are underway. Kick is taken by Milford. Takes it to about the 30. Kick was returned by number 34, Ryan Arthron. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Milford Hawks on their own 30-yard line.
So this defense reacts to a whole new offense, a very good offense that, again, was able to put up almost 30 points last week.
It is correct right there, partner. Josh Botello is directly behind Lesorbo. Lesorbo in a shotgun formation, one receiver running. It's a play fake, and he's got a lot of room to run. That was number 3, Jason Stokes on the carry. Thought that was going to be a toss play from the quarterback.
And on the play was Savannah Pikataki.
Going to be second down for for Milford. Pickup of only about 5 yards for Stokes there. Brings up 2nd and 5 from the 35.
Still a great play to start. Really stretch out that defense, keep them humble, make sure they respect the run, but also the pass. See what they dial up here at 2nd down.
Sorbo with one receiver, with one running back to his back. One receiver, motion. It's going to be Finmore. Hand off to number 2, that's Buntella. And he is brought down by number 88, Benjamin Marchetti. Marchetti really had a big run there. Ball spotted about the 44-yard line.
And yeah, he just found a wide open gap and just took it. And Leominster has to be wary with this running offense. Make sure they plug in all those gaps.
Absolutely. First and 10 from the 43. One receiver on either side. Sorbo looking, gets the snap, hands off again to, I believe that's Brutella, and he gets near the 50-yard line.
This is something that Leominster did struggle with a little bit last week, the run, and though they didn't really score much, they still let DSO run a lot on them, unfortunately.
Yes, they did, sadly. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4 from the 49.
Services including physical speech and occupational therapy in the comfort of the client's home.
Milford hoping to cross midfield here. Beautiful night here at Doyle Field.
Looks like they're about to send a huge blitz here.
Stokes is in motion. Stokes going to the right side. He's still moving on his feet and gets knocked out of bounds.
Just running where the defense isn't, and that's how he's getting these big yards, you know, just running in those opposite ends and running where there's really a lot of field to run here.
That's going to bring up first down for Milford inside of Blue Devil territory. Ball spy at the Leominster 37. Looks like we got an official timeout here. Something going on with the chains.
This quarter is sponsored by Better Care Home Health of Leominster. Consistent.
Did he spot the ball wrong? Or, oh, no, it looks like someone dropped it. Oh, just a down marker.
And just the down marker appeared to have been something got tangled. I'm not sure what.
The dangers of sideline football.
All right, here we go. First and 10 from the 37 for Milford. Sorbo is in the shotgun again. Receiver is in motion, takes the snap. What a tackle. That was Sorbo on the quarterback keep. No, that was Buntello. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9, only a gain of about a yard on that play.
You know, Leominster finally was able to stop at least one part of the run, but there's still another chance that the other receiver could come in motion. So a way to keep them humble is what Leominster kind of needs right now.
That is true.
Bless you, partner.
Thank you. All right, it's going to bring up 2nd and 9 from the 36. Buntello is directly behind Sorbo. Takes a snap, looking, throws, caught, dropped by number 42. That's going to be Dylan Byrne, senior captain for Milford.
I think what happened there is he took his head up before catching the ball. And that's one thing you have to do as a receiver. Look at the ball all the way into the hands before you try to look up and run. I guess he just looked up too early and saw a defender beaming towards him like a bullet.
Absolutely. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 for Milford. And the play from their offensive coordinator on the sidelines.
Last week, this was one of Leominster's best downs. Wouldn't let St. John's convert at all. So let's see if they can keep that good luck here.
Sorbo again, shotgun. Buntelli back behind him, takes a snap, looking, throws. It is incomplete, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Man, and he had him open. He had that receiver open.
He did, just overthrew him a little bit, so it's going to bring up 4th and 9 for Milford, and let's see if they go for it or if they want to try a field goal, but I would suggest they go for it on this one.
Fortunately, these are not NFL kickers, so they have no choice but to go for it. And it looks like they might.
Milford's going to go ahead and burn a timeout here.
Talk things through, definitely, especially in a 4th and long situation.
Yeah, 4th and 9, they've got a choice. They can either punt it and they would get it back into a touchback, or they could go for a field goal, risk missing the field goal and putting Leominster in good field position.
Honestly, the way Milford's kind of started off running the ball, they might do another run play here to keep Leominster on their toes, which is something that has been happening today already.
Absolutely. Leominster did have some issues last week against the run versus St. John's, their partner.
And even though St. John's didn't really get much out of it, it's kind of already sends a message that, like, it's kind of a bend, but hopefully don't break defense.
That is correct there. All right, Milford coming out of the timeout. Again, 4th and 9 from the Leominster 36-yard line. They are not going to go to field goal or punt formation, so the Scarlet Hawks are going to attempt to go for it. Let's see what happens here. Sorbo, shotgun formation, takes a snap. He's going to look for receivers, throws, caught, and that's going to be enough for a first down, maybe even more. Ball gets knocked out of the hands of the receiver in bounds, but that is good enough for a Scarlet Hawk first down.
And Leominster kind of just playing a little soft coverage, kind of trying to keep all the players in front of them, but kind of not. It's not really going to work if you're leaving a guy kind of that wide open, that much grass in front of him.
Ball spotted on the Blue Devil 21-yard line. This does put the Scarlet Hawks in great field position here.
Yeah, I believe they're already in the red zone, and now they're definitely knocking.
Snap, hands off to Buntello. He's got wild ton of space there. He's going to get very deep in the Leominster territory. He is now definitely in the red zone.
100%. Leominster just letting them have those wide open gaps. He just ran through a place that was wide open, and to not even have a tackler on him or a linebacker right there. Leominster definitely has to shape up this defense, especially that second level.
It's going to be 1st and goal for Milford at the 9-yard line of Leominster.
Looks like they're stacking the box here.
Sorbo, snap, hands off to Bunatello, excuse me, swept up. Did he get in? He is. There's no signal from the ref yet.
I believe he's down at the 1.
And he is going to be swallowed up at the 1-yard line. That's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
Mattello's just been finding those wide open gaps, and he has just been gashing this defense.
All right, Leominster now has to figure out what to do here. 1st and goal, snap taken. Buntello, end zone, touchdown Milford.
Well, the first points Leominster has allowed all season, but we knew this wasn't going to be an easy game. Let's see how they respond. It's all about the response in the game of football. Looks like they're going to go for 2 here.
All right, that's going to bring up a 6-0 score for Milford. See if they are going to attempt the 2-point conversion here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It might be a handoff just right up the middle, which is where Leominster has just been inviting them at this point.
Looks like Buntello is going to take the snap. He's going to hand off to number 3, Jason Stokes. He's in, and that's going to be a 2-point conversion for Milford, and they're going to lead it 8-0.
Leominster's biggest deficit this season already.
Yeah, well, last week St. John's wasn't able to get on the board. This week, first drive of the game, Milford's on the board. This is going to be a test for the Blue Devils.
100%. It might also be a shootout because we also know how good Leominster's offense can be, especially with Osiris back there.
Our Press box stays a bit crowded. We got the Milford coaches. We got our good friends over at 101.3 My FM in Milford, Mass. And then we got our legendary PA announcer of 48 years, Mr. Richard Tucker, here in the booth. We got visited by the mayor of Leominster earlier today.
Yeah, no, it was a great visit. Just wanted to make sure we were doing good, and I think we're doing all right. I think we're doing to his liking.
Absolutely. So Tyler Stewart is going to be the kicker for Milford. He's going to kick this from the 40. Ball is end over end. That's going to be caught by Leominster. He's going to run through it. Ball is out. That's a fumble. And it is going to go Leominster's way. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. And out comes the Coastal Carolina commit, the big man, Osiris Lopez.
And if you weren't here last week to see his heroics, boy, are you in for a treat this week. Although I am very interested to see how we'll handle this offense, who also didn't allow any points last week against their opponents.
Osiris Lopez. There's trips to the right. Ball is at the 34-yard line. Lopez, high snap, takes it, looking. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a receiver. That ball is caught!
Wow.
And that's going to be number 0.
Sabera Tikatake.
Sabera Tikatake with the tremendous catch. It's going to be a 1st down for Leominster. They are inside of Milford territory. What a throw.
And what a run by the wide receiver. He just booked it and was wide open. Had great speed along the line.
Lopez going to throw, caught by Owen Parlin. Parlin is going to be tripped up. And Milford is claiming that it's going to be a fumble, but the refs are not going to call that a fumble. Not sure what they're going to call on that one. Oh, they're going to call that he was down, and then the whistle had blown after the ball came out. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 from the 15-yard line for Leominster. Lopez snap, throws. That one is deep in the end zone. That is caught. End zone. Touchdown, Leominster! You were right there, partner. It's a shootout.
That's what we were expecting here tonight. This is a great offense, especially led by Osiris Lopez. And it looks like they're going to go for 2 here, hopefully tie this game up. And, man, what a throw. He put that right where only his receiver could get it.
All right, Leominster to attempt the 2-point conversion. Lopez looking. He's going to throw. Incomplete.
There was
penalty flag on the flag.
Yeah, no. Some shoving going on out there, honestly. Because of that penalty, I guess they'll get a redo here, partner.
Well, we'll see what the penalty is.
Pass interference.
So Milford is going to get hit with a defensive pass interference, which is going to set Leominster up to attempt the 2-point conversion again.
Just not a smart play. I think he just let his motions get the best of him.
Lopez takes snap. He's going to do it himself. Is he in? No, he is not in. Referee saying he is short.
What a stop by Milford. What a stand for Milford. Yeah, they let the touchdown go, but to stop the time, to stop an athlete like Osiris Lopez at the line, they stood tall, stood their ground. They were able to keep him out of the end zone.
So with 6:21 remaining in the first quarter, Milford leads by 2 points, 8-6. This is a back and forth so far.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a battle of the offenses. Defense might be optional this game. Who knows?
Who knows? At some point, it could come down to the field goal kickers. We'll see.
You know, the last week and this week, I haven't seen any field goal kickers except for the kickers doing the kickoffs. I'm starting to think they just don't do field goals in high school. I don't know.
They do, but it's a last resort. Like, say it's overtime, you need to win by like a point, they'll probably go for a field goal. All right, Leominster is going to kick off, 2 back deep to receive for the Scarlet Knights. And it is going to be a booming kick, end over end. And that is going to be caught by Stokes. Stokes is running. He's still on his feet, and he gets brought down. And there is some pushing and shoving a little bit. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Milford. It's going to be spotted at their own 25-yard line. We got some physicality, some pushing and shoving. Players really need to settle down just a little bit there, partner.
Yeah, definitely tempered down. You know, I understand, you know, it's the spirit of competition, but, you know, at the end of the day, we all are just here to have a little bit of fun. I'm interested to see how Leominster responds. I know some of these guys were out there on offense, so they might be a little gassed, but definitely want to see how they respond here to the run game that has been hurting them today.
Lasorbo takes a snap, hands off to Bonatello again. Bonatello, wow, this guy can't be stopped.
I don't even think it's that he can't be stopped. Leominster's just opening a door for him, you know, just letting him on in.
It's going to be a pickup of 9 yards, going to bring up 2nd and 1. Ball spotted at the 34 of Milford.
I believe he's already averaging almost 5 yards a carry, so Leominster really needs to sharpen up that defensive line, especially.
Buntello back behind Lasorbo. Lasorbo takes a snap, hands off again to Buntello, and he's just going to charge through the offense, through the defense, and gets that 1st down that he's looking for.
1st down and a lot more, and Leominster needs to maybe put a linebacker behind that defensive line or something, because he is just I don't know how else to describe the way he's running on this team, because my goodness, he is running fast and running furious. Kind of looking like Derrick Henry a little bit out there.
Absolutely. Buntello picked up about 10 yards on that play. He's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Buntello off at the sidelines. Jason Stokes, the senior captain, number 3, is in his place.
So they're going to bring pressure up there.
Sorbo snap, hands off to Stokes. And Stokes is going to get swallowed up, and he's going to advance beyond the midfield, past the 50, maybe about the 49, 48-yard line. We'll call it about the 48.
And Mike, he just carried the defense with him at that point. My word.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 2, a pickup of about 8 yards there for Jason Stokes. Montello still on the sidelines there.
Got to dial something up here to stop that run.
4:05 remaining here in the first quarter. Sorbo back again in the shotgun. Stokes directly behind him. Ball at the 48-yard line. Sorbo takes a snap, hands off. Nope. Fake. It's going to be a throw. And that ball is caught by number 42, Dylan Burns, tight end and a senior captain for Milford. And it's going to move the chains again. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 for Milford.
And that's what happens when you are good at running the ball a lot. You know, you get the defense so focused on the run that all of a sudden it's a pass. When you pull it back, it's going to be a pass play. And that defense is going to be soft right there up the middle. You're going to have easy yardage there and a lot more yardage, too, if you break the tackle. Luckily, he didn't do that for Leominster's sake.
All right, Milford back out. The Sorbo hands off to Buntello again, and he just go bulldozing all the way. It's going to be a first down for Milford, and we got a timeout here.
And Leominster needs it the way they have just been letting that running back just go through them today. Hopefully a little bit of water, a little bit of a break can help them sort this out.
And I have to see what Devin Gates here brings up for his team. Told you Devin Gates is the head coach of Leominster. Dale Olson at the helm for Milford. Special shout out to our friends over at Milford Radio for giving us that information there.
Good group guys right next to us.
All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Milford from the Leominster 31 coming out of a Leominster timeout. Sorbo takes the snap, looking, he's going to throw it, and it's intercepted! And that ball intercepted by number 14, Elijah Rivera, and it is a turnover for Milford.
And what a great
Leominster
defensive play
first
for
down.
Rivera. He just jumped the pass. He saw what route. He was just staring at the quarterback's eye, saw what route he was looking at throughout the whole time, and just jumped the route, was able to get in front of that football. Nice catch, too, honestly. Most people say they're on defense for a reason, but he's on both sides, clearly.
Leominster now has a chance to get another touchdown on the board. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. And guess what? They are inside of Milford territory at the 42. Osiris Lopez in the backfield. Takes the snap. He's going to look for a runner, and he is going to float that one deep, and that is incomplete. No flag for pass interference, although I thought there would be one.
And credit the coverage on that one. I thought he was going to have him, but he kind of, without really needing to touch him or anything, he kind of just forced him out of bounds in order to not keep his feet in.
Pass was going to be intended for number 1, Ryan Ricker. Apologies for not getting the names of the players right away because Leominster is in their black jerseys tonight. A little difficult to see the numbers than their regular old blue jerseys.
Especially since it's nighttime, too, though. Great combination for us to see.
Absolutely, but we're working on it. We're working on it. All right, it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 47. See what else. Osiris Lopez snap. It's going to be a handoff. And Jack Parisi on the carry. Picked up no yardage. He was swallowed up by the Milford defense. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 from the 47.
Just stacked that box and just swarmed him.
Lopez, shotgun, 2 receivers out, takes a snap, Parisi in motion. Lopez looking, he's going to throw, and it is incomplete. And that was broken up by the captain, Jason Stokes. And it's going to bring up 4th and 10 for Leominster. Let's see what they do here.
I feel like Osiris had a couple of receivers along the outside line, too. He was just staring down that middle receiver. Luckily, it wasn't intercepted, just broken up. Let's see what they have dialed here on 4th and 10.
And it looks like Gates is going to have his boys go for it. Ball at the 47. Lopez is backing up, and it's going to be a punt. End over end punt. It's going to bounce right about the 5, and it's going to go into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback.
And Milford, another great defensive possession there. not allowing a score and just stuffing Leominster defense, and then also kind of suffocating the wide receivers as well.
Definitely.
And definitely not letting those receivers get over was a big thing and a big win for that Milford defense.
By the way, partner, we do have an estimation on how many people were in attendance last week. Between 7,000 and 8,000
It sounded like it. Definitely
were
sounded
in
like it.
attendance last week. Our producer man is shocked at that.
Definitely felt like that. You definitely could hear the crowd. I'm pretty sure through our microphones, actually.
Absolutely. I know you guys at home could hear. All right, Losorbo snap, and Buntello is going to get the handoff. I think that's going to bring up second down.
Second and very short. Again, this running attack has just been going and going, and it's showing no signs of slowing down, clearly.
Ball's going to be spotted right about the 27-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd and 3, a pickup of 7 yards for Buntello. And 15 to go here in the first. Serbo takes a snap, hands off to Buntello again. Buntello breaking tackles. He's got to be brought down by a host of Blue Devil players, and that is going to bring up another first down for Milford.
Leominster just keep letting him through that line. He just keeps taking it. There is just no way of stopping it right now. I really want to see what they dial up here.
1st and 10 from the 39 of Milford. Sorbo is back again. They've been coming out with almost the same formation every time. Buntello is directly behind Losorbo. Losorbo snap, hands off to Buntello again. Buntello, there we go, gets swallowed up by pretty much the entire Leominster D-line. That's going to bring up second down.
So they finally decided to kind of stack the box a little bit. That's all we don't do it too much.
That's got to be Buntello's shortest gain. He only picked up 5 yards there. And they're just going to run out the clock, which brings this to the end of the first quarter. Milford 8, Leominster 6.
Milford finally looking a little human after what we experienced last week.
Any thoughts on Leominster, partner?
You know, honestly, I want to see them defend the run a little bit better. You can't. Oh, wow, there's just a huge bug in there. I apologize. I do want to see Leominster defend the run a little bit better. You can't let him, as big as he looks, you can't let him just run through you. And it's not even that about his size. No, they're just letting him through wide open gaps. So I definitely want to see them defend the run. And on offense, probably have them establish a run game too. I know you have Osiris Lopez back there. I know he can make all kinds of throws in the world, and you have some great receivers. But as we saw with Milford, you can't have a good passing game if you don't cement the run game first. It takes the run to soften up the defense and keep the middle line open for them.
Josh Buntello is a senior, so this is his last year of football. He really wants to make a statement. We're seeing shades of the mighty Derrick Henry at Tennessee. All right, takes a snap. Stokes is running. Stokes is going to go out of bounds. And a late hit. I don't know if there's going to be any flags.
Kind of hard to see from the other sideline.
It is, and I don't think.
I think it was a yard short of the first down, if we're being honest.
I don't think he got the first down. There's going to be no penalty flags on the field. All right, it's going to bring up 3rd and 2 for Milford. Ball's going to be spotted at their own 47-yard line. They are shy of midfield by about 3 yards. Snap taken. Penalty flag on the field.
Might be a false start on Leominster's end. Oh, no, they're backing up. It's actually on Milford's end.
Milford is going to get flagged for a false start.
And there's finally a positive for Leominster. Granted, not really of their own doing, but good to have them backed up. Definitely you'll have a way to back them up and stop them from converting another third down.
All right, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Still very dangerous territory. The way what's his name pronounced? Buentello. The way Buentello's been running the ball, I mean, he could still probably get this first down with these.
More than likely. 3rd and 7 from the Milford 42-yard line. And Lesorbo's going to pass. He's got Stokes wide open. And Stokes has got it, and it's going to be enough for a first down, brought down by Benjamin Marchetti. And I'm fairly certain I saw Ryan Ricker in there. It is going to be good enough for a first down for Milford, and they are now inside of Blue Devil territory.
And that it really is what having a good running attack does. It lets you get huge gains on the passes and kept Leominster's defense kind of backed up a little bit too. I saw Buentello kind of playing a little bit of soft coverage on him. Kind of just ran past the sticks and let him have that first down.
Takes a snap, hands off to Buentello. Buentello is going to get,
Goodness.
it's taking half of the Leominster D-line just to him down. That is a Derrick Henry-style tackle and run by Josh Buentello.
Real men amongst boys here. It looks like we have an injury here.
We got an injured player here for Leominster.
And he looks very hurt. This is one of the things you really don't want to see in football. Looks like he's getting back up and kind of walking on his own power here.
It's going to be number 55, Mikael Paiu. And he's walking off under his, getting a little help. All right, we got 10:46 to go till halftime, in which you folks at home and us here in the booth will get to watch the great Leominster Marching Band. Can't wait for that one.
Trying to see what they have dialed up for that halftime show.
All right, clock's going to start running. It's going to be 2nd and 3 from the 40. Lesorbo, receiver in motion, fake handoff. It's going to go back to Buentello, and Buentello goes right over Ryan Ricker, and that is going to be good enough for another Milford first down.
Yeah, man, there was someone in the backfield too, ready for Buentello, but he just outright bullied him. Kind of just pushed him out off to the side. Said, "Excuse me, I'll just go right through here." Milford's kind of just setting up shop here in Leominster's area. Let's see if Leominster can have some type, just any type of defensive stop here. Kind of like last drive. Let's see if they can maybe have a turnover, force a fumble, just do something to knock Milford's run game off.
Lesorbo snap, hands off Stokes, and Stokes just gets brought down by Benjamin Marchetti. We got the score from last year's game, which was at Milford, and Leominster squeaked off a win. Wow, that is a close one, 36-35.
I want to see them have that same scoring output today.
a gain of about 6 yards for Jason Stokes, number 3. And Stokes now coming off the sidelines. I believe Buntello is back in, who is proven to be a weapon on this Milford offense.
Definitely someone we don't want to see come off the sideline.
Cerbo takes a snap. Buntello again gets the handoff, and he gets brought down. Might have been a gain of 3 or 4 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
And good stuff there by Leominster. You know, they stack the box, and when you see Buntello, that's how you know it's going to be either a run play or something else. But it's definitely going to be, the ball's definitely going to get in Buntello's hands.
It was a pickup of 3 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1 from the Leominster 25-yard line. Buntello back behind Sorbo again. Sorbo takes a snap, hands off again to Buntello, and Buntello is going to get across and got the 1st down for Milford. That is another 1st down for the Scarlet Hawks. I've lost track on how many that is for Milford.
Just use those long arms to stretch the ball across the line to gain. And yeah, no, as the people next to us are saying, Milford team saying, Leominster just haven't been able to break them down.
All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 23 of Milford. Excuse me, 23 of Leominster. My word, my mind is still thinking we're in the 1st quarter here. Sorbo is in the shotgun. Stokes is there. Stokes is going to get the receiving, and he is brought back. That might drop. Milford's might lose some yards. Stokes is kind of slow to get up, gets up.
Way to handle that run play. Stokes definitely one of the more speedy guys who can get around to the outside. So it's definitely good they all find a way to gang up and tackle him. All those black jerseys able to read the play, and, well, Buntello's back out.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. I thought it was a loss of yardage, but apparently they stacked him up right at the line of scrimmage. Nope, he lost 1 yard. Excuse me, folks, I spoke too soon. Not sure what Milford's planning to do here.
I'll call timeout, I guess.
Milford is going to call a timeout with 6:30 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Drops them down to 1 timeout remaining here in the 1st half.
And truly, Leominster has to do something about this running offense. I don't know what other words to say right now, honestly, because he has just been finding the gaps. First of all, Leominster has been a line that has to happen, just allowing Milford's offensive line to kind of part like the Red Sea a little bit. And Leominster not having any linebacker help or any help on the line is just letting him gain those like 5, 6, 7 yards that he's been gaining all night almost.
I would say that sounds about right. 2 minutes sounds about right. They had one drive that legitimately was 3 plays. There was
All right, we're coming back after a timeout by Milford with 6:30, 2nd and 11 from the 23-yard line. Sorbo back there, and we've got Milford is going to burn another timeout. This leaves them with no timeouts remaining. I don't think Dale Olson liked what his offense was doing there.
Kind of surprised. I thought he had a good play going there when it was another stretch play. Especially with this Leominster defense kind of letting the run play kind of overpower them a little bit.
Saw a shot of Olsen yelling something at one of his players, so I don't think they were lined up properly at that point.
As varsity ball, man, you gotta get it right or get benched.
That is true. Next week, your Leominster Blue Devils will be traveling to Foley Stadium in Worcester, Massachusetts. Unfortunately, I am going to be out of town that week, but I will be rejoining you the week after in the Badlands at Wachusett Regional High School in Holden. Partner, are you going to be at the Doherty game?
I don't believe I'll be able to make it, unfortunately.
So you guys will unfortunately have to live without us for a week, but you'll be back for Wachusett?
I'll definitely try, partner.
All right, so we're hoping to be back for Wachusett. Second and 11 from the 23. Milford out of timeouts with 6:26 remaining. Stokes goes in motion. Bontello over the middle, and he's definitely got, that's going to bring up a third down.
Man, Leominster has not been able to land a clean tackle on Bontello. It takes almost 3-4 guys to bring him down. He'll just take a hit and just keep on running like a mosquito bite almost, it looks like.
There is a plus side. Leominster does receive the second half kickoff, so we'll see what they'll be able to do. It's going to be 3rd and 1. That was a pickup of 10 yards for Bontello. Ball has been spotted at the 15 of Leominster, so Milford in the red zone again tonight. Yerbo back in the shotgun. Snap. Bontello is going to run. He got wide open, and that's going to bring him good enough for a 1st and goal.
Goodness, he had nothing but green grass ahead of him. In front of him, just green, just free. This has been a very long drive, too, by Milford. That's another thing that Milford has been doing well, just keeping the ball for most of the quarter and then just capitalizing on by scoring.
It's going to be 1st and goal for Milford from the 3. You think, partner, going to use Bontello again to get in?
They're definitely going to use Bontello to get in. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Absolutely.
If Leominster hasn't figured out that run game yet, then might as well just keep using it.
Snap. Bontello, I don't think he got in. If he did, it's going to be very short.
By like 1 yard,
I think he's down at the 1. Leominster is going to use a timeout with 4:56 to go.
You know, it's good to see that Leominster was able to stop Bontello there, because I honestly thought he had the touchdown the way he's been kind of just carrying these defenders with him after every run.
Definitely. He was stopped at the 2-yard line, so 2nd and goal from the 2. And more than likely, they don't use Bontello in this attempt to get a touchdown. More than likely, they're going to try it with Jason Stokes.
And Jason Stokes is another one who has kind of been just like keeping the defense a little bit stretched out, honestly, with those sweeps.
Absolutely. It's going to be 4:56 remaining here in the first half.
Yep, Bontello's back out there. You know it's gonna go down.
And absolutely, Bontello back out. 2nd and goal from the Leominster 2. Sardo in shotgun, tap taken. Bontello, and is he going to get in? Waiting for the signal. He's not going to get in. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line.
That's what you got to do with Bontello. Just stack the box. Make sure he doesn't have any breathing room. Make sure he doesn't have any gaps to just run through. And Leominster finally understanding that here in the goal line, see if they can stop him and maybe put up a little drive of their own.
Absolutely. Leominster now in danger of going down by a touchdown to Milford. Milford going to come out, shotgun formation. Bonatello behind Lacerbo. Serbo snap, hands off to Bonatello, and he pushed in, touchdown, Milford.
You know, it was initially a great stop, but with Bontello's long arms, he was able to just reach the football across the goal line, and once it breaks the plane, that's it. Looks like they'll be going for 2 here.
Milford now up 14-6 on Leominster. See if Coach Olson plans to go for 2 or just kick the extra point. Milford breaking the huddle, and they are going to go for 2. More than likely, probably going to hand it off to Bontello, if not maybe a pass to a receiver. I don't think we've seen many passing plays from Lacerbo, toss, end zone. Did he get it? He did. He absolutely did. And I saw 4, and I saw it too, and that was Dylan Burns. Milford goes up 16-6.
And I reiterate, that's what happens when you have a great rushing attack. Your receivers get open. Everyone's so focused on your running back. Everyone's so focused on Bontello that they just stack the box, send everyone to crash the box, and all of a sudden you have Driscoll Sullivan just wide open. Apologies, his name is Sullivan Driscoll. I read the paper wrong.
Nope, Driscoll Sullivan. Last name is first name is last. A little confusing there.
A little confusing paper there, but nonetheless, 16-6. Leominster has to have a positive drive here. They cannot go 3-0 like they did last time. Leominster definitely has to establish a run game here. And what is going on here?
A little confusion here, and this will qualify as a blooper. Leominster and Milford both lining up on the wrong side of the field.
You know, it's good that happened to both teams. That way everyone can laugh at it later.
All right, Tyler Stewart, who is the kicker for Milford, is going to kick off. We got 2 to receive for Leominster. Kick is up. It's a booming kick. It's going to bounce at the 20. Number 2, Owen Parlin is going to have it.
And, man, they did not let him go anywhere. Let's see if Leominster can have some type of drive here. Something I need to see Leominster do here before using Osiris's arm is definitely establish a running game here the way Milford has today. Without that run game, you're not really going to have much on offense. So I definitely want to see what Coach has dialed up here. Definitely want to see Osiris Lopez pull one of his miracle plays as well. See who he has here with 4 minutes left to go.
Ball spotted at the Blue Devil-owned 23-yard line. Lopez, shotgun, snap taken. He's under pressure. He's gonna throw it. And he's got number 8 wide open, and it is incomplete. And we've got a penalty flag on the field, and that is going to be pass interference. Milford cannot believe it.
A lot of calls back here. There was a hold, but honestly, that ball was kind of underthrown. Leominster kind of had a break there, and no teams are moving, so I want to see where the flag is. We saw a pass interference, but we also heard her calling for a hold.
And it is going to be a pass interference on Milford.
Well, Leominster definitely lucked out there, and I mean, Milford came screaming towards that backfield, making Osiris kind of make his way outside of the pocket. Still a positive play nonetheless.
Milford, when they saw that flag, they were furious. They wanted an offensive holding on Leominster. 1st and 10, 38-yard line. Milford Lopez takes a snap. Lopez having to get out of there. He's being chased. Lopez is going to take it on his own, crosses the 40, and he runs right out of bounds, right at midfield.
He definitely got that first down. And that is one of the treats of watching Osiris play. Oh, sorry about that, partner.
You're good. Leominster got the first down there. Go ahead, partner.
Like I was saying, one of the treats of watching Osiris play, you know, while he has the arm talent, he also knows when to run and know how to run, you know, very fast. Not the best explanation, but honestly, watching him play, your mind kind of goes numb a little bit.
It's going to be 1st and 10, ball right at the 50-yard line. Lopez, shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Takes a snap. Pass is caught. And it's going to be tripped up out of bounds. It's going to be number 26, Mason Chester, on the carry. Leominster is getting another first down.
Great drive here with some great plays. And, man, that running back was kind of open. Great little screen play here to keep the defense on. That defender was screaming towards Osiris. Way to just stare down the pressure and still get the ball out in time.
Ball is spotted at the Milford 37. Osiris Lopez in the shotgun takes a snap. He's looking for receivers. He's going to throw it deep, and it is broken up, and we've got another penalty flag on the field. Multiple flags come in.
Someone signed that sideline ref. My goodness, he launched that flag. But another pass interference for Milford.
Milford gets a second pass interference call this drive. And from what I'm hearing, the Milford faithful are not particularly happy about that call.
Yeah, definitely a lot of not safe for work words being used out here right now. We do apologize if you hear those words being heard through our microphones.
Absolutely. All right, 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Sorry for those watching at home. I got the flag still on. Lopez throws, and it is incomplete, just out of the reach of, I believe that was Ryan Ricker. And again, the Milford faithful want a holding call.
I'm not going to lie. I don't want to sound biased. I don't really see a lot of holding because they are getting through that line. And Osiris has been in trouble a lot. He's having to run out of the pocket. If he was still staying in the pocket, that might have been a more accurate pass to, we believe, was Ricker.
It's Ricker. I might have also been Zachary Oliver, but again, we can't tell with these numbers. They're kind of dark.
Very dark. And it's also pretty far away, kind of, not going to lie.
Good pair of binoculars would have been nice. 2nd and 10 from the 22. Lopez, empty backfield, takes a snap. He's looking. He's going to throw it. It is caught. No, it is dropped.
Man, finally found a portion of the zone that was wide open, but you just could not bring it in. And that's one thing you have to do as a wide receiver when you're about to fall. You have to keep secure of that ball. But still, not a bad drive for Leominster. Kind of wasting a lot of clock here. Last thing you want to do is leave Milford on the field with time on the clock.
Pass was intended for number 14, Elijah Rivera. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 from the 22.
The back's wide. The backer. The running back. Running back.
Cyrus Lopez, shotgun again. Takes a snap. Lopez is going to look to throw on 3rd down. He's got to get away from receivers. Lopez is running. He's going to cross about the 45, 35. He's still at the 20. Throws it up. Has a player. It is incomplete.
No one open, and that defensive line was just hounding Osiris.
It's going to be 4th and 10 from the 22. Osiris Lopez dropped back to almost close to the 45-yard line. but was able to get back up towards the 30. And that was just a prayer. He had to get rid of it or Milford would have registered the first sack of the game.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of thought he was going to take it himself. He had the room in front of him to at least run and go out of bounds and just produce some type of yards to help him get a little closer.
It's going to be 4th and 10, and Devin Gates has decided to have Lopez go for it here. We got one receiver in the backfield. I believe that's Mason Chester. Lopez looking. Lopez throws, has a prayer, incomplete, and it's a turnover on downs.
Not the best throw by Lopez, honestly. Receiver was in double coverage, and credit to that Milford defensive line. That number 42, I believe, was just right in front of him as he was rolling out.
Dylan Burns there, waving his hands, making Osiris Lopez, for the first time, I'm going to say the word panic a little bit there.
No, he definitely was panicked. That's why he forced that throw into double coverage. He just didn't want to take a sack, but at that point, you kind of want to a little bit. Actually, no, you wouldn't. It would have been their ball. I apologize, folks at home.
Buntello's got it.
Defense again.
And he's got enough for a first down.
Don't even need to change the scorebook, just for 1st and 10, straight to 1st and 10. My goodness.
It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 33 for Lacerdo and the Scarlet Hawks. Buntello is directly next to him. Lacerdo takes a snap, hands off again to Buntello. Buntello's going to find a hole wide open on the right side of the field, and he gets dragged down by Marchetti as well as John Wilson, number 44, for Leominster. And I believe Owen Parlin was also on the tackle for the Blue Devils. It's going to bring up second. No, it's actually going to be enough for a first down.
I don't know. It looks a little short to me, but I'm not one to argue with the refs.
Well, it's going to be spotted on the 43 of Milford.
Man, he has just been on fire. I believe he's been their entire offense. And when you have a player like Buentello as your entire offense, you're going to succeed.
Buntello definitely the weapon of choice for the Scarlet Hawks with 1:05 to go. 1st and 10 from the 43. Lacerdo going to attempt the first pass in a long time, and he's running. He's got to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete.
Great thing time when you stack the box, you would think he was going to have a man wide open, but that box was stacked to the brim, and they were able to put pressure on him, make him feel a little pain too, and force a throw out of bounds.
53 seconds remaining here in the first half. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 43. Lucerdo back. Looks like we got someone else in the backfield. Not sure who that is. Takes a snap, and he's going to hand that off to, that's going to be number 1, Wanderson DeSantos. And it's going to have a first down, and I think we're going to get a, Leominster is going to call a timeout with 43 seconds to go. And Leominster no longer has any timeouts. It's going to be 3rd and 8 for Milford from the 45. A good pickup there by Wanderson DeSantos.
Leominster Blue Level Scholarship sponsored by Better Care Home Health of Leominster, providing patient-centered home health care that emphasizes continuity of care and the best possible clinical outcomes and quality of life. Call Better Care Home Health 978-537-CARE.
All right, Milford's going to have possession here, 3rd and 8 from the 45 with 43 seconds to go. I think during halftime, one of the stresses of the Leominster coaches is that we have to stop the run.
Have to stop the run and maybe even start our own run.
Snap, Lucerto throws. It is caught out of bounds by number 3, Jason Stokes. That is going to be good enough for a Milford first down.
Saw the soft coverage and said, "I'll just go past the sticks here, thank you. Just take my first down and go right out of bounds, stop the clock."
Ball's been spotted at the 44-yard line of Leominster, 1st and 10. Buntello back in the backfield behind Lucerto. Vincent Lucerto, a sophomore quarterback for Milford. Lucero snap, hands off to the senior Buntello. No, yes, hand off to Buntello. Sorry, folks, I saw 72 there. I thought that was a fake. And Buntello's going to get only 1 yard. That's got to be the lowest number that he has run, 1 yard tonight.
Yeah, no, great stop there. Hopefully they can kind of build on that stop. You know, all it takes is one to either build momentum or learn from that stop. So hopefully
Milford is just going to run the clock all the way to halftime, and that is halftime, my friends. Your score, Milford 16, Leominster 6. Well, it was Leominster got to fix up during that halftime.
And one thing Leominster definitely has to do, obviously, stop the run. The run has been getting them the entire game. One thing I would like to see Leominster do is kind of run their offense a little bit better. You know, throw a couple more run plays in there, use their running backs, because that's been the one thing Leominster hasn't really done. You know, they haven't established a run game. They haven't established a run game, and because they haven't established that run game, the pass game just isn't there. So I want to see what plays they have dialed up for the second half when they do receive the ball.
A reminder, Leominster will receive the second half kickoff. My partner and I are going to take a break, and we will invite you to enjoy the sounds of the Leominster Marching Band.
Tickets as well for tonight's drawing. Get 50% of ticket sales, plus a $25 gift card from the Sandwich of Sandwiches, Jimmy John's Sandwiches, 544 North Main Street, Leominster, a proud sponsor of the 50-50 raffle and the Leominster Blue Devil Scholarships. Please use trash receptacles for trash you make or see and help keep the stadium beautiful. Please be advised that Doyle Field uses flashing lighting effects at sporting events. This game and the Leominster Blue Devil Scholarship are sponsored by Dandini Disposal Services of Sterling, Leominster Service Center, Leominster, Playing Against Sports, Leominster, EVM Home Improvement, Leominster, Viola, Tire and Service, Fitchburg, Manny's Appliance, Leominster, The Great Bike Shop, Fitchburg, Better Care Home Health of Leominster, Domination Plumbing and Heating of Leominster, North Star Construction of Shirley, Dragonfly Driving School of Leominster, Maridel Medical, Leominster, Applebee's of Leominster, Jimmy John's, Leominster, Vieira Cleaning Solutions of Central Massachusetts, Manor of the Hill, Leominster, Prime Tools of Hampton, New Hampshire, Capital Roofing of Leominster, and Duncan, 456 Main Street location, Leominster. Now taking the field is the Leominster Marching Blue Devils. The Marching Blue Devils are led by Director Robert Bergeron and Sam Suave, and led on the field by drum major C.J. Evans and Kevin Perez and Amelia Schultz. Tonight we go back to ancient Greece with a story about the Gorgon Queen herself, featuring the music of Frank Ticelli and Taylor Swift. Please welcome the Leominster Marching Blue Devils to the field with their 2025 production, Death the Medusa. Automation Plumbing and Heating. We are your HVAC contractor expert plumbers. We're awarded the best plumber in Leominster and Fitchburg for 2024. Call Domination Plumbing and Heating for a free quote. 978-705-7771.
And good evening. Welcome back. Excuse me. Sorry, folks. Welcome back to the second half. Getting a very impressive light show here in Leominster. Leominster, unfortunately, down 16-6, down by 10 to the Milford Scarlet Hawks. Milford's weapon has been number 2, Josh Buntello. Absolute beast, but Leominster will get the second half kickoff to start this third quarter of play.
Yeah, and just good offense from Milford. But I will say, considering how often and how good that running attack has been, Leominster's done a good job only holding them to 16. I really want to see Leominster step up on their offensive play calling. And like I said before the halftime show, I really want to see what Leominster really needs, honestly, is to set up that run game. Get a couple of good 2-3 yard gains. Then they'll maybe soften up defense, get ready for Osiris to pass. And another thing I would like to see is Osiris use his legs. You know, he's a great runner. You know, it's one of the parts of his game that he's very good at. So honestly, he can use some of his legs to gain some of those yards after the running back, and that'll really open up the offense for some more of those big time plays, those big time throws that we saw last week.
Tyler Stewart to kick off. Sends a high kick. That's going to bounce. Caught. Running. I can't quite tell who that is. It's going to be first and 10 for Leominster. I could not tell who that was at all. Could you, partner?
Not really. It was probably Elijah, if we're being honest.
Elijah Rivera, number 14.
Or, yeah, must have been Elijah Rivera.
Again, apologies, folks, if we're having trouble mentioning the names. The Blue Devils are wearing their black jerseys with dark blue numbers. And in nighttime, it is a little difficult to see it. First and 10 from the 25. Osiris Lopez is out there, the D1 commit going to Coastal Carolina. Lopez, shotgun formation. Two safeties back for Milford. Takes a snap, hands off. I believe that's number 14, Elijah Rivera, the running back.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. That's a great first play to start. He gained a good 5-6 yards, I believe. And it's those type of running plays that will open up your offense to a lot more plays, and that'll help you get those longer drives and really wear down that defense, and to hopefully open up the scoring.
Pickup of 4 on the play brings up 2nd and 6 from the 29-yard line. Shotgun formation for Osiris Lopez, 2 receivers out. Lopez is going to throw, and it's going to be caught. Oh, and it's a fumble. But no, they're going to say he was down.
I don't know.
No, they're going to say the ball was down. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
They can't really start those passing plays because I believe Milford is ready for Osiris's arm use. What they're probably not ready for is the use of a run game. They need to establish the run first.
Pass, I believe, was intended for number 1, Ryan Ricker. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6 from the 29. Osiris Lopez, empty backfield, 3 receivers to the right. Lopez snap on 3rd down. He's going to look. And he's going to throw. Pass is complete. Number 2, that's going to be Owen Parlin. And he gets knocked down out of about the 40-yard line. And it's going to be a Blue Devil first down.
Good that they have that check down ready because everyone downfield was just blanketed. So it's good that they have that little safety valve out there. And let's see if there's a sign of things to come.
First and 10 from the 34. Lopez gun, running back to his right. 2 receivers to the right as well. Lopez.
Oh, what a trick.
It's going to be a tricked play. It's going to be Rivera. Ball is out. It's a fumble. And it is recovered by Milford.
Man, talk about a drive killer. Gotta hang on to that ball. It was a great play, too. Definitely not a bad play call.
No, not a bad play. Elijah Rivera coughs that one up. It's going to be a turnover on him.
And, man, they finally had a good little drive going for them, and just turnover just kills it.
Okay, that works. First and 10 from the 43. Buntello is out there. He's going to get the ball and just rake right over the O-line.
Picking right up where they left off, and that is using Buntello as the wrecking ball.
Milford's going to get a 2nd down and 5. It's a pickup of 5 yards for Buntello from the 38. Voice of Doyle Field out there, Richard Tucker trying to get this crowd fired up. Sorbo shotgun, hands off to Buntello again. Buntello running to the right, to the left side. We got penalty flags in the backfield. And Buntello gets knocked down right about a little over the 30. And Milford gets hit with offensive holding.
Kind of just a silly penalty there. When you have a running back like Buntello, who is very clearly just speed and power personified, I don't really think you need to hold any of these guys. You just have to do a nice little chip block, and Buntello just speed right past you.
Buntello goes back to the sideline, gets replaced with number 3, Jason Stokes is now out there. It's going to be 2nd and 12 from the 45-yard line. Sorbo in the gun, one receiver to the left, one to the right. Stokes in the backfield. Receiver running, that's not Stewart. Sorbo going to shovel it to Jason Stokes, and it's going to bring up a 2nd down.
The sea of black jerseys just surrounding that pitch play. That was good readiness. And when there's no Buntello out there, you already know it's going to go down. It's definitely not going to be a run straight through the middle.
Jackson Finnemore was in coverage there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9. There was a little bit of pushing and shoving, but it didn't amount to any penalties. Ball's going to be spotted at the 42-yard line. Going to be a pickup of only about 3 for Stokes. And Milford is going to call a timeout here with 8:07 to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's 3rd and 9 on the 42. Leominster they had a shot, but Elijah Rivera made a little bit of a costly mistake there.
Yeah, no, you wonder what was going through his head as he was holding that football. They had some good calls on that drive, too. What I was just saying before, they finally had a run game established. And they had a good pass play there, but it just all crumbled, and that's just unfortunate. Kind of want to see if their defense finally somewhat learns their lesson. I mean, they have so far. We're at 3rd and 9.
Dale Olson wanted to talk to his offense, so he burned one of his timeouts there. It's going to be 8:07 remaining here in the 3rd with 3rd and 9 from the 42.
And look who's coming back out.
And you can see him on your screen there, Josh Buntello with number 2. All right, it's going to be shotgun formation. This time, Milford's going to switch things up. It's got trips to the left. Throws. It's going to be caught by number 6, and he is in. Touchdown, Milford.
Everyone focus on that handout to Buntello that he just left the middle of the field wide open for that seam route. And what a find by their quarterback. Just threw it on a line right into the receiver's hands, and just an easy touchdown, easy 6. And that's just what happens when you just have that one wrecking ball just wrecking everything in sight.
That pass was caught by number 6, Ethan Charzenko. Let's see if it's a 42-yard touchdown pass by Lecerbo. They're going to go for it. It looks like Buntello is going to take quarterbacking, and Buntello in the Wildcat, and he got it. Milford is now up 24-6 on Leominster. Gates got to talk to his guys. They got to figure something out here.
I don't know how you figure out Buntello. because you stack up the box, they just have a good wide open pass there. And when you don't stack the box, Wintello runs for like 5-6 yards on you. I think the real focus has to be on the linebackers. Have to keep one linebacker in coverage and then one linebacker kind of stepping in to help if Wintello does run that ball. But what an odd sight for Leominster's offense to be stalling out so quickly. I mean, we had the fumble, but before that, I believe it was like 3 plays in that first half, what it felt like. Just 3 and out, 1 touchdown, and they couldn't even get the 2-point conversion. Just need to get running involved in the game, and that is how that touchdown happened. They had the run game, and they had that seam route just wide open.
Tyler Stewart to kick off from the 40. High end-over-end kick that's going to get caught, I believe, again. That is Ryan Ricker. Muffed it, and he's going to run through it. And he fumbled it again.
Oh, that's not Ryan Ricker, I don't think.
That's going to be that's a number 5, Elijah Killebrew. And it's going to bring up 1st and 10 for Leominster, way back in their own territory. The ball is being spotted at their own 13.
Lucky to get that one back after Elijah kind of muffed it a little bit, lost sight of it.
See what Osiris Lopez can do here, 1st and 10 from their own 13.
Leominster needs this.
Lopez snap. And Lopez, I think, is going to keep it himself. Yes, Lopez running, and he's going to be chased out of bounds into the Milford bench.
I feel like we should focus on some of those blocks by the wide receiver that allowed Lopez to get out to the edge and find a way out to the chains, to move the chains out of bounds. And it's plays like that that's going to get your offense going.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils from their own 24-yard line. Good pickup there of Osiris Lopez, getting about 11 yards on the run. I think that might have been one of the furthest runs we've seen from a Blue Devil offensive player today.
Not a good thing, but a good sign that the offense has finally come to life here.
1st and 10. Lopez shotgun formation. One receiver near, one receiver far. Running back in the backfield. Lopez snap. Hands off. That's going to be number 26, Mason Chester. And Chester gets knocked down by the Milford line. He only picked up about 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 26.
And, it wasn't a pretty run, but, it's a good run nonetheless. Really helps soften up the defense. Hopefully we get to see Osiris' arm talent after a couple more runs.
Lopez shotgun formation. Chester directly behind him. 2nd and 8 from the 26. Lopez looking. He's under pressure. He's got to get out of it. And Lopez is going to avoid another one. Lopez running, and he is going to be dropped and sacked by the Milford defense.
Honestly, I feel like he had a couple lanes to just get out and run and to use his legs. But he also had, apologies while I find his name, he had Marchetti kind of open past the sticks. I wonder why I didn't really see him. I get they had a couple guys chasing him, but he did have Marchetti wide open past the sticks. Let's see what offense dials up here.
Leominster, a big loss on that play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 20 from their own 14. Osiris Lopez comes out, trips to the right, empty backfield. Snap taken. Lopez looks. He's looking. He's trying to get his receivers open, and he's got one. He's brought down. That is number 14, Elijah Rivera. And Osiris Lopez manages to get it right to Elijah Rivera, and that is a first down, Leominster.
Great find, and honestly a great route to get wide open. Defense all going past the 50. Everyone just focused on those deep receivers. Had that nice wide open guy underneath, and he was able to pick up a good first down. Good little run there. He was able to avoid the first tackle.
First and 10 from the 37-yard line. Lopez in the back. Lopez empty backfield, trips to the left and right, takes a snap. Lopez looking, continues looking, and he's just going to take himself. Throw, pass complete to number 6, Caden Wilbin, and he's going to get another Leominster first down.
Great drive here so far. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Offensive line keeping the pocket clean as well, giving Osiris the time of day to really find these guys. And great route running by the wide receivers there.
Jaden Wilbin.
Thank you.
Wilborn. I think that's how you pronounce it. Lopez has one in the backfield. It's going to be Mason Chester. First and 10 from the 45. Lopez snap, gives it over to Chester. And he brought down. It's going to be second down for the Blue Devils.
Nice little 2-yard gain, and honestly, keeping this defense humble. It's definitely not going to be Osiris just throwing it every time. Obviously, he's gonna use that running back, which honestly, this is what we should have been seeing more in the first half.
Second and 7 from the 42. Lopez in the backfield. Lopez looking. He's continuing looking. He's going to run to the left, and he's going to keep running, and he's going to get chased out of bounds. And he got to the first down marker, and it's going to be first and 10 for Leominster.
He did have Elijah Rivera open, but it's good to see Osiris get out there and use his legs. That is one of the better parts of his games, the ability to escape the pocket and get huge yards with just his legs.
First and 10 from the 29. Blue Devils are in Scarlet Hawk territory. Lopez takes a snap. Empty backfield, still looking. The O-line is still on it, and it's a fumble, and it's recovered by the Leominster offense.
Lopez kind of held on to the ball a little too long there. I feel like he had a couple of crossing routes wide open.
Rodney Zell, number 73, senior, was able to grab that and was actually able to move forward a yard.
Wow.
Makes it second and 9 from the 28 with 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Osiris has got to let go of the ball. He has receivers open. He has to just look at what the defense is giving him.
Lopez takes a snap. Lopez still looking, and he's going to just take it himself. Lopez is running, crosses the 40. He's going to run out of bounds, I think, about the 41, 42-yard line. Excuse me, that's a 20. It's going to be 2:37 to go. And Lopez is able to get a first down for Leominster. Went out of bounds about the 18-yard line. I'm sorry, folks. I said he was right around the 40. I misread the number on the field. It happens. Milford is going to burn a timeout. That's going to leave them with one remaining here in the third quarter of play.
Hey, this is a great offensive drive by Leominster. Honestly, you culminating the run and the pass, which is honestly the success, or the recipe for success for a winning football team. When you have both those components working, and even though their running backs haven't been getting a lot of yards, it's been keeping the defense honest. It's been keeping the defense kind of honed in and letting the offense just throw the ball, get wide receivers open. I hope we get to see more of that and more of Osiris using his legs.
Sorry about that. A reminder that Leominster is going to be paying a visit to the Doherty Highlanders at Foley Stadium in Worcester, Mass. next week. That game, I have to check my schedule. I don't think that's a 7 o'clock start. I think that might be a 6 o'clock start. It is a 6 o'clock start. Unfortunately, I will be out of town in the great state of Maine that weekend, so I will not be able to be there, but I will rejoin you at Wachusett Regional High School in the heart of the Badlands. All right, 1st and 10 coming out of Milford's timeout. Milford only has 1 timeout remaining, 2:37 to go. Parise in motion. Lopez throws, caught by Parise. And they're going to say, yes, he did. He caught that.
Kind of backed up a little too far there for that. I'm assuming that was a screen pass.
Great way to have Parise in motion. Parise managed to pick up 1 yard, brings up 2nd and 9 from the 18. Cyrus takes a snap. He's going to look, and that's a high pass, and it is caught. Is it in? Touchdown, Leominster!
Great fade route by, I believe that was Elijah Rivera.
Zachary Oliver, actually, their partner.
We finally get to see the Osiris Lopez show. And, man, is it a good watch. That's a great drive to come out of the half, and that's exactly what this offense needed. And now they're only down, if they get this 2-point conversion, they're going to only be down by 10.
Leominster is going to attempt the 2-point conversion. The pass was actually caught by number 26, Mason Chester. Apologies there, Mom and Dad. Lopez snap, and he's going to look. He's got to get a receiver open. It's getting flushed out. Did he catch that? Waiting for the signal. The 2-point conversion is good. And we are down by 10 points, 24-14.
A great way to come out of the half for Leominster.
Mason Chester, we believe.
Now let's see if the defense can follow suit and stop this the wrecking crew that is Buentello.
That counted, right? All right, folks, we were just helping out our good friends over at Milford. We weren't sure whether that touchdown counted. Scoreboard had still read 24-12, but yes, it has now changed 24-14. 2-point conversion is good. We are now down by 10. That's what my partner's been saying all along, the Osiris Lopez show. We were looking for that.
And we finally got it. A little squibber. I wonder what Leominster was thinking there after that little squibber to kick off. Interesting play call. Maybe try to keep Milford a little bit on their toes, but starts them off at, I believe, the, what was that, 47?
43.
43, wow. Oof. read it the complete wrong way.
Lucebo is out there along with Milford's weapon of choice, Josh Buntello. Buntello is going to take it, runs to the left side. He's got a wide open area, and he is brought down by Benjamin Marchetti. That's going to be good enough for a first down. And there's some extracurricular activities, ref having to tell the players, calm down.
That's just a little bit of chippy action going on here. Nothing too serious, I hope. But, man, how do you stop this Buntello kid, man?
First and 10 for Milford from the Leominster 45 with about a minute 12 remaining here in the third quarter. Leominster made this exciting with a touchdown pass to Mason Schultz, bringing us to 24-14.
And overall, great drive, too, to come up the half. See if their defense can follow suit.
Sorbo in the shotgun formation. He's got two receivers to the right. Takes a snap, hands off to Jason Stokes. Stokes running up the right side. He's going to get free. Stokes is free, and he is knocked out of bounds inside of Leominster territory, very deep inside. I got spotted, I think, about the 20.
Man, this defensive line has just been battered and beaten, mainly by this much larger offensive line of Milford.
It's going to be first and 10 for Milford from the Leominster 19-yard line. They are now officially inside the red zone.
Let's have to talk about the receivers. This is some great blocking from Milford. Just all around great team play here that we're witnessing right now.
Sorbo in the shotgun formation. He's got Stokes to his right. Takes a snap, hands off to Stokes again. Stokes to the left side, manages to get through a tackle, manages to break through a few more tackles, and is dragged down inside. I want to say that's about the 4 or the 5. It's going to bring up first and goal.
Do you see those offensive linemen just getting out there and getting after it? Just wow, great running offense. And great blocking overall from everyone.
Milford's going to run out the clock. It's going to be first and goal when we come back from the 3-yard line. With a couple seconds to go. And that's going to end the third quarter with your score. Milford Scarlet Hawks 24, Leominster Blue Devils 14.
This quarter is sponsored by Better Care Home Health of Leominster. Consistent, cooperative, compassionate, providing patient-centered home health care services from skilled nursing to speech therapy in your home. Call 978-537-CARE. Better Care Home Health. 32nd Annual Johnny Appleseed Festival taking place on Saturday, September 20th, downtown Leominster from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The event will feature over 200 vendors, free parking, free admission, and live music on 3 stages, including a tribute.
First and 3 for the Scarlet Hawks to begin the fourth quarter, of play. Ball has been spotted at the 3-yard line. It's going to be first and goal.
Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. in downtown Leominster. Look at first and goal. 3-yard line.
First and goal again from the... Takes a snap. Serbo trying to hand off. He's going to be stacked behind the line of scrimmage.
As you got to do in goal line formation, just bring your biggest guys and just stack the box.
Josh Buntello on the carry. It's going to bring up second and goal from the 3. Gain of no yardage on the play. Second and goal, from the 3. Milford definitely working to run the clock here. Serbo's got Bontella back. Bontella's going to get the handoff. Bontella running, and he is going to be dragged, and he is in. Touchdown, Milford. Milford now up by 16, 30-14, pending the extra point.
You're struggling to tackle. Get a really clean tackle on some of these guys, mainly Bontella, but hard to tackle a specimen of that size.
And we are going to see an extra point attempt from Tyler Stewart, something we haven't seen all last week and we haven't seen yet this week. Stewart kicks, and the point is good. And now it is now a 31-14 lead for Milford.
Eating good in the neighborhood. Dine in, get curbside pickup or delivery anytime from Applebee's. Right down the street, 251 North Main Street. Drop in after the game or anytime. Next home game for the Blue Devils is October 17th.
Long drive there for Milford that was really premiering the run and kind of just flexing their might. See if Leominster finds any way to respond here.
Here at Doyle Field.
So Elijah Stewart will be kicking off. Leominster is going to have 2 back. Not quite sure who's back there. Kick is up. It is bounced. And it goes all the way back, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. And we will start at the 20-yard line.
If you're gonna let it bounce, just let it bounce. You don't have to get in front of it, try to touch it. Because if he touched it, then that would have been, I believe it would have been.
Leominster would have had possession, and that would have gone down as a fumble, I believe. Which is something that, again, you don't want to see here.
You need all the offense you can. You need all the positive plays you can. See if they can come back here down, I believe that's 17.
You are correct there. So Schultz is going to, Chester, is going to line up directly next to Osiris Lopez, 1st and 10 from the 20. Takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff to Schultz. And he's going to be swallowed up at the line, just beyond the line, actually. Maybe we've gotten.
Mason Chester, the ball carrier.
Looks about 4 or 5 yards on the carry. Exactly 5 yards.
Drive, honestly. If you establish the run, your offense is going to go very far. That's one of the first things they teach you. Well, the first thing the coach says.
2nd and 5 from the 25. Lopez takes a snap, looking, caught, and that's going to be number 9, Brady Watkins. Watkins gets knocked to the ground, but it's going to be good enough for a Leominster Blue Devil first down.
Great route. Way to just sit there in the wide open spot of the defense. And again, that's what happens when you establish a decent run game. The defense kind of starts paying attention a little more to your running back and less attention to what's happening behind them, and that's how you get yards. That's how you have a long drive happen.
Takes a snap. Lopez looking. He's bouncing around back there. He's still looking. He's got to get rid of it at some point. Lopez stiffs arms, throws, and it's going to be out of bounds. And a good catch there by one of the Milford coaches. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Not going to lie, on that play, receivers have got to help their quarterback. They have to find ways to get open into the open space. I saw a lot of open spaces where Osiris was running, but he also had Chester a bit wide, a bit open if he wanted to get rid of it quick. But they were still blanketed, so let's see.
2nd and 10 from the 36. Osiris Lopez, empty backfield, trips to the left. Lopez snap, empty backfield, throws, caught by number 6, Jaden Wilburn, and he goes across midfield into Milford territory. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for Leominster inside of Scarlet Hawk territory.
That little post route looked like it was a bit of a cover 2 defense, so that middle wide open. Osiris, great pocket to just sit there and just throw a ball cleanly.
Lopez snap, throws. And it's going to be caught by Brady Watkins again. Watkins running, and he is deep inside Scarlet Hawk territory. He is in the red zone. 1st down, Leominster.
Defense play a little more zone, so these wide receivers, what they're going to do is run those routes, but look for those soft open spots, and that's exactly what they've been doing. They've been finding those open spots, and they have been just been getting open, letting Osiris do a little dinking and dunking here.
Trips to the left of Osiris Lopez, empty backfield. Lopez takes a snap. He's going to run it himself. Nearly stumbled. He's got it. He gets knocked out of bounds. Low hit. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Good use of Osiris's legs there. Want to keep the defense.
We got a penalty flag on the field.
I also like to know what the flag is for.
That was a very late flag. Let's get the call from our referee.
I don't know what that call is. I couldn't really see his hand motions. Still searching for the penalty. We don't know what's going on here.
We are being told that it is an unsportsmanlike conduct, but we're not sure who it is against. Lopez snap, hands off. Schultz, Chester's got it. Is Chester in? No, he is not, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal for the Blue Devils.
Good little stunt to stuff that play. They have dialed up here on 2nd down.
Lopez looking. Lopez throws. End zone. No, it is incomplete. Oh, I thought he had it.
I thought he at least dragged that foot in there, but maybe he dropped it as well, I believe. They had a play there, though. Leominster having some life here. Hopefully they can go down by 10 again. Game is still within reach here with 8:09 left.
I think there may have been another flag on the field, but I'm not sure. 3rd and goal from the 1. Lopez snap, hands off to Chester. Chester is going to power his way all the way in. Touchdown, Blue Devils!
Chester just found the soft spot in the line and was able to just bulldoze his way in there. And Leominster is still in this game. So far down by 11, I believe they're going to go for 2 here. But that Leominster has breathed life. There is still a game happening here.
Mason Chester with the 1-yard run. Let's see if Leominster's going to go for 2 or not on this one.
Looks like they might, the way they're lining up. And why not get this within single digits here?
Osiris Lopez in shotgun, takes a snap, throws, and it is going to be intercepted. So no good. And we are down by 11 with Milford leading with 8:05 remaining in this game, 31-20.
Not the best pass to look for. I mean, receiver was blanketed. Great coverage by that defensive back. But down 11 with 8:05 left, I think there's still a game here. If the defense can get a stop, that's all that they need, and they're back in this.
Absolutely. Absolutely could not agree more.
It's not over. That is true. It's not over.
So Leominster's going to come out to kick it off. Down 31-20 with 8:05 remaining in this game. Leominster just needs to focus on this game. Try and come back from this. It appears Milford is in position to recover a onside kick. And they are in onside kick recovery formation. Leominster is in onside kick formation.
Interesting play if they can get the ball back. Oh, ball fell.
Ball fell off the tee. That happens on a windy day, but it's not that windy today. Elijah Rivera is going to be kicking this one. Checks the left, checks the right. Kicks it, and it's going to be recovered by Milford at about the 49, 47-yard line.
Must have had the hands team out there because he cradled that well, swallowed it up and everything.
So Milford will have possession, first and 10 from the 48-yard line.
Couple of first downs and maybe calling curtains for this game. We'll see here.
Love listening to the sound of the marching Blue Devils. Lacerbo in shotgun formation with Buntello in the backfield. Sorbo takes a snap, hands off to Buntello. Buntello running up, gets past midfield. He's going to pass the 40. He's at the 45, 35. He's at the 30, and he's going to get knocked down right about the 37, 38-yard line, but it's going to be good enough for a first down.
No words, honestly. The one thing that's been killing them, and they still just haven't, they just don't have a plan to stop it. No contain, no nothing. Just here, take the lane that we're giving you, go right ahead.
First and 10 from the 28-yard line of Leominster. Serbo getting some last-minute adjustments from his offense, from his quarterback's coach. I believe that's Bunatello in the backfield. Pistol formation for Serbo. Serbo takes a snap, hands off to Bunatello. Bunatello gonna race right past the 25-yard line. Gonna bring up second down, probably about 2nd and 3.
Yeah, just run the ball to run the clock out.
Pickup of about 6 yards on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and 4 from the 22. Buntello next to Lacerbo. Pistol formation again. One receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Heads off. Buntello gets the ball.
Wow.
Gets through, and he's got enough. I think that's going to be enough for a first down. Yes, it is.
It's like he slips off of the Leominster defender hands, because they cannot get a clean tackle. It takes like 5 guys almost to tackle. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you have a lead, just keep on wasting that clock. That's what's most likely going to happen here. Arizona touchdown.
1st and 10 for the Scarlet Hawks from the 14-yard line. Lucerdo again in shotgun formation, but he's got 2 receivers this time to the left. Buntello behind him. Lucerdo takes his snap, hands off again to Buntello. Buntello breaking through. He's struggling to get right through that defensive line. Manages to get through it. Pick up of a couple of yards on the play.
Good stop, honestly. Kind of just have to stand your ground, just stun him right there, hopefully get him to slow down.
Pick up of 4 yards. He's going to bring up 2nd and 6 from the 10. 5:10 remaining here in this final quarter of play. 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Serbo out there. Josh Buntello to his left. Buntello, hands off. Buntello's got the ball. He's going to break through a couple of tackles. It is taking at least 3 or 4 Blue Devils at a time. And we are going to get a timeout. Leominster is going to call a timeout.
Good stop there, at least. Great stop.
It's going to be 3rd and 5 from the 9-yard line. 4:47 remaining. Leominster has 2 timeouts. Milford has 1. Serbo lines up, shotgun formation. Runner in motion. Takes a snap. Buntello lost the ball, but she manages to jump on top of it. Timeout, Leominster.
Almost dropped that handoff.
Very nearly. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the for Milford from the 9. Fourth and 4 to go from the 8-yard line for Milford coming out of the Leominster timeout. 4:40 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Lucerdo in the shotgun, runner in motion. Hands off to Bonatello. Nope. Fake throw, caught, touchdown. That is Dylan Burns. Lucerdo with a fake play. And Milford goes up 37-20.
Everyone just looking at, apologies here, Buntello, and like I said, like I've been saying this whole game, you establish the run game early, plays like that happen. You get players wide open, you get receivers wide open, and you get big plays there.
Tyler Stewart to attempt another PAT. He's 1 for 1 on those attempts. Kick is up. It is good. 4:34 remaining. Leominster down 38-20. Do they now focus on Doherty now or try and get back into this?
I don't know. The way it's looking, I think they just have to take this loss, learn from it. I don't know if they come back down 18 the way it's been going. Their offense has just been sputtering out. Their defense has just been bending and breaking, and it just hasn't been a good game. So I think they should just kind of learn from this, take it into next week against Doherty.
Again, a reminder that me and Alex unfortunately will not be here. Alex, I don't know what you've got going on. I'm going to be up in the great state of Maine, so we're going to miss that one, but I will be watching it on LeominsterTV.com. And then I will rejoin you in the Badlands against the Wachusett Mountaineers the following Friday night in Holden, Mass. We hope you can come out there. But I know it's a bit of a hike for you guys. It's a hike for me coming in from Pepperell, so we'll see. All right, Tyler Stewart's going to attempt the kick. Kick is up. Caught at the 10. It's going to be number 6, Elijah Killebrew. 4:28 remaining here in this. Where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils.
Let's just have a quick drive here if they want a chance to come back here. Let's see if they can have some plays that can break open this field. And let's see if we can get a little bit more of the Osiris show that we've kind of been missing.
1st and 10, ball spotted at the 28-yard line of Leominster. Osiris Lopez comes out, empty backfield, 2 receivers to the left. Lopez takes a snap. Looks. He's got someone open, and it is. Did he catch that, or is that intercepted?
It's hard to play. It's hard to see.
And it is incomplete. They're going to say that he didn't catch it. And the Milford faithful are not happy at all about that.
Did the DB even have possession is what I want to know. I don't think he had possession. I think that's why they called incomplete.
Zachary Oliver was the intended receiver. Honestly, I thought he caught it against the helmet of the corner, but that's just from where I was standing.
Helmet catch memories.
Helmet catch, yeah, we want to see something like that. Lopez is under pressure. He's going to throw, and it is going to be incomplete.
They want to call for intentional grounding, but there was a receiver in the area.
Yeah, they're not. Milford's not going to get that call.
What is going on here? And yup, they throw it.
And there's going to be a penalty flag on the field. I don't know who. And yeah, after some conversation, the referees are going to call an intentional grounding against Leominster's Osiris Lopez.
Doesn't make sense to me. There was a receiver in the area. Now,
I
granted,
thought there was.
No, there was. I think it was Elijah
Rivera?
Yeah, I thought Rivera was out there. That was enough, but we're going to get backed up here, and things are looking grim here for Leominster.
Leominster is backed up all the way to their own 14. It is 3rd and 24. Lopez snap. He's going to look. Throws. This one is deep. This is intended, and it is incomplete. That one was intended for Ryan Ricker. It was broken up by Jason Stokes. It's going to bring up 4th and 24, and if I am Devin Gates, I am punting right here. You do not want to put Milford in such phenomenal field position.
That was some great coverage there. Defensive back was all over him. And if that defensive back wasn't going to get to it, you had the safety coming over to help, and that would have been another recipe for disaster here.
We're going to see if Leominster decides to go for it. I don't think they're going to go for it at all, but
At 4th and 24, I definitely wouldn't, but
from what it appears here, folks, I think that Leominster is going to go for it. Lopez snap, and we've got penalty flags on the field.
this is going to be against Milford. Never mind. It's against
Leominster is going to get hit with a false start. It's going to back him up another 5 yards, 4th and 29, all the way at Leominster's 9-yard line. It looked, if there was not that. If Leominster had not gotten that off that, and they are going to go for it here on 4th and 29. Lopez is going to show off the legs. He's going to run, breaks a tackle, throws, and it is intercepted by Milford. Lopez's first interception of the day, first interception of the season, and Milford is in phenomenal territory. And it is going to be 1st and 10 deep inside of Blue Devil territory. And my partner is at a loss for words.
I don't know why you don't punt it on that situation. It's already a long shot to get a first down on 4th and 29. But now you just give Milford phenomenal field position, 6 yards away from the end zone, where their wrecking ball has just been wrecking this offensive line the entire night.
Josh Buntello, that wrecking ball you were talking about there, Alex. Sorry. 1st and goal for Milford, and the ball is being spotted at the 6-yard line. Takes a snap, hands off. Buntello, I don't think he made it. We got some pushing and shoving, no flags yet. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. And Buntello is the injured party. Leominster just having a really tough game tonight. Milford's offense, I think, a lot stronger than they anticipated, their partner.
Yeah, I was expecting a bit more fireworks. Thank you for fixing my mic there. Expecting a bit more fireworks here, but I mean, wasn't a bad game for Leominster. Just got to clean up some things defensively, honestly.
All right, it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 4. Hands off to Dos Santos, who comes in for the injured Bonatello.
Then again, how can you predict someone or practice for someone like Bonatello?
Clock is going to continue to run. It's going to be 3rd and goal for Milford.
And Milford going to take their sweet time getting to the line here, just waste the rest of that clock.
Third and goal from the 5, down to about 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. Snap. Buntello caught, touchdown, and that was caught by number 6, Charzenko. And it's going to be 44-20. 44-20.
And he just had him on that seam route, just wide open in the middle. Honestly, very simple play there. Leominster really expecting a little run to the end zone. I did too, considering they're at like the 2-yard line almost.
Almost, yeah. Tyler Stewart going to attempt the PAT. He's 2 for 2 on the night. Snap. Kick is up. And it is no good. Leominster down 44-20 with about a minute 55 to go. Tough game for Leominster. Faced a very difficult and very strong Milford offense, especially in the face of someone like Josh Bunatello.
Yeah, strong is definitely the word. It wasn't just Buentello either, honestly. Give that offensive line a lot of credit. They did open up a lot of lanes for Buentello to run through. And also their quarterback, learning when to kind of like at times bring it back, find the wide open man downfield when all the Leominster defense was just focused on Buentello. But Leominster also didn't have that bad of a game. We saw Osiris get a good couple of drives.
Some incredible touchdown passes from Lopez.
And some great catches by these receivers. And, in sports, you don't really lose. You learn. So this is a great learning experience for Leominster. Definitely a way to take in all this information for next week. And honestly, for the rest of the season, if we do end up facing Milford again.
Another drop from Leominster. That was number 12, Yenzi Alvarez. It's going to be 1st and 10 now for Leominster. Osiris Lopez is now out there, and I think Leominster is going to try and recreate the Patriots' fourth quarter comeback in Super Bowl 51. Let's see if he can do it. All right, Lopez, shotgun formation. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Takes a snap. Lopez looking. He's got Watkins. Watkins run. And that's going to be good enough for a Leominster first down.
Honestly, I think Leominster should try to focus more on some places on the outside, which I think Milford is guarding against. That's why the middle is wide open. They're more guarded against the plays that can stop the clock.
1st and 10 from the 33. Lopez snap. Looking, throws, and it is incomplete. Intended for number 6, Jaden Wilbin.
Can't lie, Lopez should not have been under pressure. That is just a 3-man rush. And I believe number 51 was still just within arm's reach of grabbing him. It's kind of what forced that throw to be a little bit lower than what was intended.
51 for Milford, Wilson DeSantos. I think it's Wilson. All right, it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 33. Wellison. There we go. Knew one of us was going to get it right. Minute 12. Lopez, shotgun formation, takes a snap. Lopez looking, continues looking, and he's going to get chased. Lopez running, and it is going to be, is that going to be caught? And that is a catch. And they are inside of Milford territory with about 59 seconds to go. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils.
I believe that was Jadiel Melendez back there. Good little diving catch there. The clock's still going to run here.
1st and 10 from the 48. Lopez takes a snap. He's going to look for any receiver he can get. And he saw an open hole, and he decided to run for it, and he is going to run out of bounds at about the 39-yard line.
When you're only rushing 3 men, you're going to have some of those lanes. Everyone's just backed up guarding the pass that they're going to forget about Lopez's running ability.
We got to give a big shout out right there to Milford. They're going to advance to 2-0 up on the season. Leominster will fall to 1-1.
Oh, what's going
Lopez
on there, pancake?
Snap. Oh, late hit. And I believe that is number 6, Jaden Wilbin. He wanted a penalty flag.
Honestly, he was kind of just blanketed there.
Going to bring up 3rd and 1 from the 40, from the 39, excuse me. 30 seconds to go. Takes a snap, throws. Caught by number 8, Zachary Oliver. Oliver's going to continue to break the tackles. 20 seconds remaining here in the period. Leominster 1st and 10. This is probably going to be the final play of the quarter. Lopez throws, and it is caught by Mason Chester. And Leominster is going to call a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in this game. So we are going to play one more down, unless Leominster is just going to take a knee and get ready for Doherty on Friday.
Like I said before, this is a great learning experience for Leominster. Definitely have some film to watch, some good practicing to do, especially on some of their tackles.
So here we go, final play of this game. 2 seconds remaining. Leominster is now officially out of timeouts. Lopez, shotgun. Lopez takes a snap. Lopez throws, caught, end zone, touchdown, Leominster.
Had a nice little out route there to get open. And Osiris, with very little pressure, just calm, cool, collected, floats the ball into his receiver's hands, and that's how we get the touchdown.
Not going to elect to take the extra point. Final score here is going to be Milford 44, Leominster 26. Leominster having a rough night, could not get much offense going, but they were able to spot a 26 up on the board. Huge win for the Milford Scarlet Hawks. They will go into next week. 2-0.
LTV's Action Sports is brought to you in part through the generous support of these Leominster sponsors. By MP Crowley Company Incorporated, www.mpcrowleyinc.com.